That's so good. That's so good.
Guys, hey guys, that was the intro song.
Yeah. He always has to make it official,
No, I love it. I love it.
in case there's any
So good.
confusion.
If there's any confusion, it's a thing I do. I open up the show and then I have to explain to you that was the intro.
Sure.
It's like a comedian that explains the jokes.
You get it, right?
Right.
All right. Just making sure. We can run it back if you forget, but let me know.
All righty. Well, folks, welcome again to another episode of The Thing that we do here on the Crab Walk of Shame Twitch channel, folks.
Yeah.
My name is Demetrius. As always, I'm joined here to my right by Rock.
That's me.
Check him out.
Hi.
And joining us tonight, we got a special guest at the bottom of our special love inverted triangle. Welcome, Jaren from SmallAfro Games, homie.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I appreciate you guys bringing me on. I'm excited. I'm excited for sure.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on, Looking forward to some good talks and stuff. And, we're going to hopefully learn a little bit here about you, learn a bit background and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
And basically, I guess to acquaint the audience with you, the way that I discovered you online was through your YouTube channel, SmallAfro Games.
Sure.
And I think I started watching you back when you were doing like WWE 2K19 and you were playing all the different characters.
Okay, good. Because I thought I was gonna start like when I was like some like cringy like 15-year-old. It was like 2 years ago. Good. All right, cool. I'm glad. I'm glad.
So that's where I jumped in. So yeah, you've been doing it for I guess a while now, then, huh?
Yeah. YouTube overall. I think it's been about 7-8 years. Yeah.
Wow.
I started when I was 13, just doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this specific channel, actually, I had an old channel before that I was just doing random things on, but this official channel, I started when I was 13 going on 14, and yeah, I've been doing the wrestling thing for about 6 years now. It's been crazy.
Yikes.
It's been dedication,
Mad hustle, and I appreciate that. I even like the SmallAfro flag you got back there.
Yeah,
heavy.
you see the logo? Yeah, for sure. I just got that too.
Is that an Afro Man poster? No, sir. No, sir.
I gotta rep myself, Anyway,
SmallAfro Games.
For sure.
That's what's up, man.
That's
so
cool.
13, I was just telling D before we started, man, these kids.
Right.
I'll be on it, man. Us 80s babies, we're like, okay, is that Wi-Fi on? Is it connected, right?
It's really like that. I've seen.
Honestly,
I got to give it up to a lot of, because that's the stereotype, right? Like anyone that's not born before like the year 1995, like right, has like they don't know what to do with like anything. But for the most part,
right,
it's there's no big difference. It's the elderly we got to worry.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
my grandmother spent 4 hours in the AT&T store setting up a Galaxy. I think it was the Galaxy 4. We spent 4 hours in the store, and then we went to the food court, and then had to go back because she was missing information. So,
of course,
yeah,
of course.
But
I get it, man. My parents still ask me to add contacts in their phone because they don't know how.
Oh man,
I don't know if it's an immigrant thing. I don't know if it's an old thing. I think it's a both thing.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to decipher that. I don't know.
No, you're good. But the big difference to me, Demetrius, you can chime in. Like, it's just normal to those after 95. Like, internet was in your face when you were 10. It was not when I was 10, right? So it's like still a thing, not the norm.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's like I was saying, we kind of chatted about that. It's like we came up during the transition period. Right. It's like the internet was becoming a thing. We were kind of like, if you've ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, like we were like the chimps beating at the tablet,
What a reference. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Well, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. I appreciate the grind, and kudos, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So
it can be a lot sometimes, for sure. God, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to ask a follow-up question. So, how did you make that transition into playing WWE 2K on your
So
channel?
I have been I mean I was a wrestling fan pretty much my whole life, like since like 7. I think I was turned on to it. And that wasn't really the plan at first. It was kind of just me playing the game because I play the game on my own time anyway, and I just was uploading games of whatever. But over time I was like, okay, this is kind of what I like to do consistently. And I was doing stuff like Happy Wheels. I don't know if you guys know what Happy Wheels is, the game. It's like some not old school, but like some early 2000s or early 2010s, like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like you get like a character, you push them on like some car or something like that through like these obstacle courses, and like they can die at any like point possible. It was like I was doing stuff like that, just any random stuff. So I wanted to have, you know, because a lot of what I heard from other YouTubers that when I tried to get advice from them was you had to be consistent because a lot of, you know, the content on your channel is like, you know, just kind of all over the place. You're just doing all these things. No one's really subscribing for a specific thing because maybe they'll like this one type of video, but then you'll have 80 million videos on your channel that aren't like that whatsoever, you know? So
Right.
I enjoy wrestling. I enjoy the video games, the product itself. So I figured why not bring that passion? Because it's one of like my biggest passions in life, you know, at the moment. When I just push that out and so I can actually enjoy what I'm doing rather than either pretend to enjoy it or try to enjoy it on camera. So it's been for the most part successful, you know, for the time being. But I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. So that's pretty much it. I started with 2K15. I think was the first game I played because that's when the Xbox One was out, and then you were able to actually stream the game on Twitch, and that's how I actually started making videos was through Twitch on the Xbox, and that kind of transitioned into me just getting like an Elgato, a webcam, you know, a microphone, and just start making content professionally, you know what I'm saying? But it all started there, and that's just the game I like playing for the most part. I don't really like doing all the everyone does the Call of Duty, everyone does Fortnite, everyone does all that stuff.
Yeah, man. It's I think it's a niche that you crowned for sure.
No, for sure. And specifically, I enjoy doing like online specifically. It's like with subscribers, with random people, because playing against a computer, it can get very repetitive, you know? So with, you know, playing against actual person, like one-on-one specifically, you get more variety and you don't really know what's about to happen rather than you just beat up a computer for 20 minutes. So,
Right.
Gotcha.
I enjoy that for sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and that's definitely what appealed to me also. It's kind of the esports aspect of it because what you're seeing, it really is a competition.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And people are grimy. 100%. I get all kinds of people playing. It's the cheapest people you ever see, the wackest people you ever see. For sure, the most desperate people. It's everything. So it's definitely very bloodthirsty out there for sure. So
you got any like trash talking skills? Like when people come at you, they get bloodthirsty, they start talking at your ass. You got some okay. Like
I use the word bum a lot. I don't know why. It just comes out of my mouth. It just the word bum, and
yeah.
I started making up stuff.
Too.
Yeah, for sure. You're a bum.
So bum.
I've started making up stuff too. I've started just calling people cheeches. Don't know where that came from. Schlubs. I'm sure that's a word somewhere. Just started just randomly whatever comes into my brain. I just spew it out, and it's worked for the most part.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. All right. For sure.
Yeah,
what is your favorite wrestling era?
I started watching in 2007, you know, so my like the height of, you know, the cool stuff that was going on was like in 2007 through like 10, right? But going back and watching all the, you know, the Attitude Era stuff, I'm not really a big fan of the 80s era. I'm really not, like the over the top characters and stuff like that. I'm really not.
Oh my God.
Like obviously the major players like Savage, Hogan, Steamboat, you know, stuff with Piper. Those guys are, obviously living legends for a reason. They kind of define that era.
For sure.
But that's only kind of a small part. That's the main event scene of what is overall kind of like a, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like it's a whole universe today, and then
for sure.
Today we have AEW, and they're kicking numbers.
Yeah, and the style of wrestling today is so much different from before. So I was never been used to it. So going back and watching like the slower paced, kind of more real kind of aspect of wrestling to try to at least present itself as real. That's like kind of like it's a weird speed for me to get adjusted to. I don't think I've ever actually watched a full length match from like anything before like 2000. It's weird. So for me,
too slow.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, my favorite era, it's gonna sound weird, but there was this period of time from like 2016 to 2018 where SmackDown and Raw were just like killing it. They were and NXT obviously, but every show was just so good. And I was never used to it because I'm so used to everyone, especially online, saying how this episode sucked or this episode was boring. I didn't like this, but there was this period, this 2-year period, where just everything was just so good, and like everyone was like, this is amazing, I like watching this, I want to watch this more. So for sure, I don't know, it's not really a defined era.
16, 18, I mean, it's
16 to 18, sure.
I'm surprised actually, because that's obviously more recent than anything, and
for sure
I'm with you. Like I'm not like a big enthusiast as you are, right? But I did grow up watching wrestling, and I felt that the early 90s, like late 80s, were a great time. But only because of the thing that you knock it for, the cheesy characters and the bits, right? And like that really made it back then. It's really made it what it was, And today, I think the difference evolved from like those cheesy bits to these cheesy storylines.
Yeah,
maybe the acting got better, right? And like how they sell it is more flyer.
See, it had to,
storylines.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like knocking you in the head with storylines.
No, they had to do that. Wrestling's honestly, it's changed, especially over the last like 40 or so years, because for the 80s, for the 80s specifically, because I'm sure you watching it as a kid, you see people like Snuka, Hogan, Piper, Savage. They have these over the top personalities where and that's still at the time where you're like, these people are the characters. We live in an era now where it's like, I know you're not this person.
Exactly.
I see you on Twitter just talking about how you play like video games all the time. So I don't. So they try their best to try to make you believe for those 2 to 3 hours every week that this is real, rather than like you just automatically believing it, because then they don't have to rely on stories. It's like these are people. It's like boxing. You don't have to have a story in boxing to be excited for the match. That was the same thing with wrestling back in the 80s, exactly. But now that we all know it's like kind of scripted, but they have to kind of pump in the
the
storylines of it.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely. That's what's up.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting conundrum. But what's interesting about like wrestling and video games is that it was video games that got me into wrestling. Like I was a big video game kid growing up.
Wow. Yeah. What kind of games you play?
Man, I used to play everything, man. I just enjoyed video games a lot, like Super Mario, stuff like that, like Super Nintendo, Sega, N64. But yeah, it's like the first wrestling game that I got was WCW World Tour on the Nintendo 64.
Wow.
It takes me back, man. I was that was like 97, something like that.
Wow. No, so it's weird because what game system was that on?
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. It's weird because I started playing games. I was born in 99. So sorry to make you feel old. I'm sorry. I don't know if I have that.
No, man.
All right. So no, for sure. So I didn't start playing like any like Nintendo games for a while because it was I think the Wii came out in like 07, and before then, besides like the DS, maybe there was really no like Nintendo, like new Nintendo consoles that I was aware of, at least. So I had a PlayStation 2, where like I had like the SmackDown versus Raws, stuff like that. But of course, other than that, like wrestling games, I had. It was, I don't know, there was just a bunch of random games I had. Like I had this random Mortal Kombat game. I don't even remember the name of it. It's for the PlayStation 2. I don't know if any of you know about that. DJ Hero, this game Stuntman.
I do.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuntman.
Pac-Man World 2. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite PlayStation game. Yeah, no, just a bunch of like SpongeBob games, Fairly Odd Parents games, stuff like that. But no, for sure, it's cool seeing like the older. I like the older consoles more, kind of, because it's more relying on a story mode. You know what I'm saying? Like games don't really have story modes anymore for the most part, except like the
NFL,
like the Call of Duties, for sure. Or like your 2Ks, exactly.
Madden, 2Ks, yeah.
But there's not like a game that'll come out where you could just play like it for the story. True. You know, people don't really get invested in that as much anymore. So that's cool.
I guess Vice was the last of that type, right? To create a whole storyline. But yeah, Madden. Yeah, you're right, man. That's interesting.
No, sure.
I like the old school, but I'm not a gamer today. Like I don't have a console. I know.
At all? Nothing. Wow.
No, I'm playing on games, yo.
Wow.
But it's about this money we get, and I'm playing no games, yo.
I respect it. No, for sure. I respect it.
That's a UGK line. But no, I just don't. Like the PS4 I had for a solid year, and I played it a handful of times because of Need for Speed, and then I didn't play it for a whole year, and I sold it a year later for the same cash I bought it for.
Nice. Oh, that's lucky. You got lucky.
I broke even. Yeah,
you grew up in a lucky time. I can't do that now.
Yeah.
I go to GameStop. I trade in I can get the new Xbox and we'll give it back the same day for like $2. I don't get that luxury no more, for sure.
I do think I swindled somebody, but
no, either way, it's fine.
Hey, do you, fam?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How many consoles you got? You got all of them, huh?
I don't really play PlayStation that much. I'm trying to get the new PlayStation. Other than that, I just have an Xbox, to be honest with you. I used to have a lot. I used to have the PlayStation 2, the Wii, I think I had somebody that I would hang out with a lot that he had a GameCube. He would never let me play it, but he would come over and play it.
I had a GameCube, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And he had like those Super Smash Brothers on it. That was always fun. I only watched those games. I was never able to play it. But no, for now, I just have an Xbox. I'm trying to get the new Xbox and PlayStation and a Switch hopefully sometime soon. I don't have a Switch at the moment.
So I got a question. It's a funny ass question.
Sure.
Something that's occurring these days, right?
Okay.
You want a PS5. I have a 2-part question.
Okay.
First question is, do you have a sugar mama? Second question is the real question. What's with the obsession with homies waiting for a shorty to buy them a console? Like, what is the obsession? Like, no one has a job. Like, I have a theory, but I'm asking the question, and I'll come back with my theory.
Sure. So first of all, no. I honestly, it's funny because my girlfriend Crystal, actually, I think she's watching right now. Shout out to Crystal out there. Hey, I asked her, I was like, hey, so like, she asked me, she was like, what do you want for Christmas? Just like an early question. I know PS5 for sure. For sure. She's like, okay, what else? So I asked her for that, but no, I've seen the meme. I've seen a lot of actual things. There's like, you see the picture of like some dude in the bed with like this like 75-year-old woman, and he's just like PS5 secure. It's a real thing.
I know. Oh, I know it's a real thing.
Yeah, I think the idea behind somebody's female companion buying them a PlayStation 5 is, I think they don't want to spend the money themselves. I think they're too selfish to spend the money themselves.
Yeah, and that's, you're getting to my theory. You got a thought, Demetrius?
Is it cuffing season? Cuffing time for them? They're trying to win men by getting to their hearts. They know they love the games.
It might all be in one. You're right. Like, it's cuffing season.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up till February 14th. It's cuffing season. So it might be planning in advance.
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm with Jaron, man. I think the theory is guys probably just don't want to spend the money.
They want to spend the money on their own stuff.
And if I can bamboozle somebody to do it, bamboozle away. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, 100%. That's foul, but yeah, no, for sure.
It's grimy, son. It's grimy. It's not bum ass at all. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not at all. 100%.
Oh man, I would never. Is all I'm saying. I would never. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like you've got a nice following on your channel. I mean, it's again far bigger than anything I've ever been able to do. And,
Yeah, I peep game. That's what's up.
And
It's
yeah,
hard.
I'm just.
It's hard, and because 10,000, it's been 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So like it's while it's like I'm grateful number. It's still like it's been 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard, and I'm still trying to get up there. It's not like it.
Man.
A channel is never like run out of time. After a while, right?
Exactly.
It's been 7 years,
Yeah.
and I feel like I could still, I could still do numbers.
Right.
Honestly, yeah, I've been trying to make it like a job. That's the goal. That's the goal, is to make it like a full-time gig. You know what I'm saying? So,
Of course. Right.
Lately, that's kind of been I've been focusing on that. So hopefully one day, but we'll see.
Dope. No, man, don't pay attention to the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like be conscious of the time and allow that to inspire you to do and be productive, but don't allow it to prevent you and get your focus rattled. You'll get there, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I could tell right away, like, you know how to speak towards things. You hold the conversation down, and you're obviously right. 10,000 strong. You got the graphics down. You got a cute face. You got the color in your hair and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is recent too. This is recent.
Just don't grow that fro more than small.
Right, or else I'm off brand. For sure.
Off brand, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
My hair grows so fast too, because I got a haircut like less than 2 weeks ago. I think it was actually it's been 2 weeks, and it was like this. This wasn't as and it's not thick, but it's
crazy.
My hair will be like here within like 2 months. It's insane. My barber actually got mad at me when I got my hair cut. He's like, "You need to cut your hair, bro. Like, you need to comb it. You need to cut your hair more. You got to comb it." I gotta stay on top of that for sure.
No, I hear you. I have a standing appointment every 10 days with my barber.
Every 10 days, man. That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Only thing is, my barber is by car like 20 minutes away. I have this one specific guy I like to see. I'm a loyal customer, man. I'm loyal,
homie.
And, yeah,
yes, I feel you.
For sure.
Me too. She's 25 minutes away, but she's been cutting my hair for 17 years.
That's crazy. My mother has her hairdresser. She's been going to her for, I think like 20, 25 years. I can't imagine. It's hard to think about someone like doing something like that for so long. But like, why else? Why wouldn't they be doing that? That's crazy.
I think the most Harlem I've been is when I invited my barber and my plug to my wedding. I mean.
those real connections. Those real connections, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's real love right there.
It's love, man. It's love. Come on, man. Them your peoples.
Them your people.
I see them more than my back. I see them a lot. You feel me? I see them a lot.
Wow. That's yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what's a wedding for if not to get those closest to you together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all I had on my invite list. My my barber and my plug.
My wife. Who needs family?
Nah, man. If they come, they come. If you know, right? That's funny.
So, do you set when it comes to the channel, do you set like growth goals, or do you just come up with just brainstorm ideas for stuff to do? Like, how do you manage that?
So It's weird because if you do like the same exact thing I think I got lucky because a new game comes out every year. I'm just lucky enough to be in the kind of category because if you play like Grand Theft Auto 5, the game that's been out for 8 years, it gets stale. Like I don't watch it anymore. I used to watch people play the new Super Mario game. It's like the one where you can make your own level, Super Mario Maker. I used to watch that endless. I used to watch this but it's after a while, it's like okay, the courses are the same. But now once a year, I can kind of refresh everything where I have a new graphics, new character because some new wrestlers will come into the company,
right. That's what's up.
There's a lot of new things that come with each game. So that's kind of every year, like around this time, because the new game just came out, Battlegrounds. So it's kind of my refresh point where I can, keep it consistent without getting stale. Even though kind of it's the same exact thing, but it's a new look, it's a new feel.
It's new to everybody else too. What I mean?
So no, I make sure to get the new game the second it comes out, just because I don't want to first of all miss out on what people may see somewhere else. So in terms of growth, I just want to make sure that people want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure that people are invested. If people don't care, then like I'm not doing something right for sure.
True. Yeah. No, that's a good strategy, man. You're on point. You got to be the first on to stuff.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Because there's kids doing what you're doing. Obviously, you're doing it better, but they'll pass your ass up real quick.
Yo, some kids on YouTube, man, millionaires. It's crazy.
I feel so stupid. Yeah.
And you gotta get lucky. You really gotta get. My friend, I have a friend, JL. He's been starting to stream on Twitch the last couple months, and he's like growing relatively fast. He's been doing Twitch for like 2 months. He's got like 200 followers already. Like 20 subscribers. It hurts my feelings because I'm like, what? That's crazy. And no, but I'm happy for him.
Yeah, don't be a hater.
No, I'm not a hater. not yet. We're still,
Right. But if he passes,
we'll see what happens. But no, it's crazy. You gotta get lucky. You gotta just tickle somebody's funny bone, if that makes sense, at the right time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got to grind it out for sure. You're right.
Eventually, though. Hard work pays off, for sure.
It does. Consistency pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it all contributes to developing your voice. And once you've got a voice, I think, people can hear you and figure out if they like you or not,
Yeah. It's important that people are there for you as well,
Exactly.
If you're just there to, like, watch whatever, it's kind of like it defeats the purpose. I want people to be there because they like me. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the most important thing. You got to sell yourself
exactly
as well as the thing that you're doing. So
yeah. It's a combination.
Well, so in terms of doing YouTube, did you always have an ambition to doing to becoming an entertainer? Or was that just something that once the channel started growing, you started thinking, hey, maybe I could do this?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be like just somebody that people like watch. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe I'm just an attention seeker. That's probably what it is. But no, for sure, I've wanted to be like in school. This is like a weird like psychological like breakdown I'm having on myself right now. It's weird. I was in the band and the choir in elementary school when I didn't have this like a deep voice yet. So and then you weren't allowed to, and I just like went behind my teacher's back and I was like, hey, I'm applying for both, and I was in both. You got to be on stage, we had like concerts every now and again, and I wanted to be in both of those. My school, there was a time in fourth grade, I think, they were doing this Black History thing at the middle school. And they picked like me and this other girl out of everybody in the whole school to just go on stage, read the thing. The news came there and they were like, who wants to like be in it? I was like, me. Oh, wow. I want to go there. So I've always kind of wanted to be like It sounds so weird. The center of attention, basically. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I wouldn't call it that, man. You're talking to two, improv comedians. I've, I'll speak for myself and I know D. We've performed for a lot of people. And, improv comedy is right off the dome, and we're creating characters and scenes and dialogue for half an hour to an hour. And I'm not saying that I'm an attention seeker, but motherfucker, I love the stage. I love it. I love when somebody's looking and saying, just vibing or attached to the energy. And then that allows me to release more of what I do, my energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call it, if you were talking to other people, you know what I mean? And just weren't people who just don't feel themselves, I guess. You know what I mean? Maybe they would call you an attention seeker, but you're in good company here, and that's appreciated. And it's obviously requirement for what you're, ambitious about right now.
No, for sure. I honestly, and I respect improv comedy so much because I can't be that quick-witted sometimes. Sometimes it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I've seen like Whose Line Is It Anyway? You know, that show.
Right.
Then I just the quickness on that show is crazy. Like if I sit here and I think about something for like 5 minutes, I'll be like, okay, this is funny. But like you gotta be up there, you gotta just do it. That's crazy. I respect that so much, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see you being able to do it though, for sure. Don't you, Demetrius?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, anybody can do improv, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's my motto.
Yeah, if you want to and you think you can, you definitely should. And if you're just saying no, you probably say no to a lot of things, so you probably shouldn't do anything. But
that's an interesting look on it. Yeah.
First out.
I mean, it's interesting that came up because I did want to throw the idea out here that we could do a bit of an improv scene with you maybe a little bit later on.
Okay. I'm down for that, for sure.
All right. Should be fun.
Yeah, there. I got a follow-up question. Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. I want to hear your follow.
Just piggybacking on the showman entertainment topic and kind of tying it back to what you really love to do is talk about your wrestling games. If you were a superstar, what would your superstar name be? What would your costume be? And what's your special move?
Oh, man, so I have the most boring answer in the universe. Are you ready for this? I've always had the idea I've always had in my head, the fantasy I had in my head.
There you go.
Is that I am a fan, right? I don't know if you guys seen Santino Marella's debut, but like, they pick him out of the crowd, and he actually ends up being like an okay wrestler, right? So that would be my thing. I'm just Jaron Walk, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like this guy comes out of here, turns out to be like because like you think about John Cena, like the top guys in wrestling, the John Cenas, the Randy Ortons, that's like their names, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like them, Shawn Michaels, you know? True. Yeah,
you know, good point.
So
Bret Hart.
Yeah, exactly. It's their names. It's kind of them. I don't even know what John Cena's gimmick would really be, rather than just this guy, John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Like just
my rap career didn't work out, so I'm just body slamming cats now.
Exactly. So that's kind of I'd like that. I want that to be my thing. You know, like I want to be myself. I feel like the less animated I am, or the less, produced, like the less of a character I am,
right,
the more authentic and kind of
because those guys are produced. They go through years of training, right, to become their brand. Like it's intense, and I respect it because they go through a lot to find their brand superstar thing. So that's funny. All right, so what would regular guy? That's your name now, regular man. So you just pull up in your call center outfit? What are you wearing? What's your costume?
So I thought about this too, by the way.
I know you did.
So when I first debut, right, when I first come through the crowd, I just got the black hoodie on, the black sweatpants, white Air Forces, and now my merch right? My merch is that in different colors. just plain colors. Just you got the red. Sometimes they'll come out with the red on and the black pants. Bro, simplicity.
Whatever.
That's the key.
Bucks.
That's the goal.
Right.
Simplicity for sure. Right. It's so boring, but you know what? I think.
Did you give me a name, or you're coming out as Jaron Walker?
Oh, I'm Jaron Walker, baby, for sure.
Bet. All right. What's Jaron's special move?
It's called the sudden stop, right? Yeah, that's what I call it. But it's not anything. Yeah, it's not anything like crazy.
I knew you had these answers already ready.
So it's a super kick, right? But before he hits the ground, I spin and hit a clothesline on him. That's the move. That's the move. It's called sudden stop. That's it. That's an ender, bro.
You went from regular guy Jaron Walker to fucking Tekken 5 character.
Just turns out he's a pretty good wrestler. There you go. That's the gimmick. That's the gimmick. Regular man turns out to be
jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
I dig it.
D.
Yes,
man.
Oh man, I ain't thought about this.
I haven't either. I'll go first.
I ain't thought about this, man.
Have you? All right, I'll go first off the dome. I think I'd go as my character name would be Gold Link. Yeah.
Gold Link? Okay. What's the gimmick?
The gimmick, I'm from a planet like Goldon or something like that. I'm like an alien. I'm like a legit, like, not from here, right? I'm an alien.
Okay.
And I'm from Goldon. My name's Golden Link. I wear all black, but I'm draped in gold chains.
There it is. Okay, there it is. I was waiting for the gold thing to come in. Okay.
Gold all on my wrist.
Right. There you go.
Gold all on my chest. Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Why an alien though? Like, why's the alien gotta be obsessed with gold?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
We're from Goldon. My planet is made out of gold. It's not a thing like it is for you.
There you go.
It's just a thing. It's normal to me. All my peoples look like this. It's spectacular here in the earth, but
yeah.
Oh man.
That's interesting. You're kind of a normal dude then.
Yeah, from my planet.
Oh, so yeah, you're a regular guy, but just in another planet.
From Goldon, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. All right.
My character.
You got
my character. It would be D the Dude.
Okay. Dude.
Basically, I would just be like a black version of Orange Cassidy.
Yes.
If you know.
Yes. I love that gimmick so much. It's such a good gimmick. It's so good. He just doesn't care.
Just laziness, yeah.
The ring announcer goes from wherever, weighing whatever. That's
yeah.
That's what the ring announcer says. It's funny. Yeah.
I actually just got hip to him when he got on AEW.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've never heard of him beforehand.
Never heard of him before that. That's funny as hell, though. The black version of Orange. Black Cassidy.
Black Cassidy.
Basically.
Because D the Dude is like Devin the Dude.
Yeah, that's kind of where I stole it from.
True. All right.
I was aware that I was jacking it.
Yeah. Swagger Jacker over here.
Yeah, man.
All right, what is the cultural vulture now? Culture vulture. It's not Swagger Jacker anymore.
Yeah, that's the term now, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's too elevated to know.
So what are you doing now? You in school studying anything?
Yeah, I'm currently I'm trying to get my associates at the moment. I'm trying to move up to a 4-year school afterwards, but I keep changing my major. I started as a psychology major. I'm switching over to education. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do because I've been so focused on like I want to do YouTube. I never thought about like what the backup plan is. But for now, it's education. I don't see it changing. But you know,
that's dope.
Yeah, my mother's an elementary school teacher. I kind of, you know, and you get summers off. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's hectic during the school year, but you get weekends off. You know,
right.
It's not a bad gig.
It's not a bad gig, man.
It's true.
It's
You know,
not.
it's like I went to public schools. My teachers were always grumbling about their jobs, you know.
Yeah.
But as an adult looking at it, I'm like, they complaining about nothing.
Yeah.
We're not doing it though either, you know. So maybe maybe we don't know something. I don't know.
Man, kids are awful, man. They're hard to deal with, especially hood schools.
I did camp counseling. I've been doing camp counseling every summer for the last couple of years. It sucks. It sucks so bad. But yeah, no, for sure. Kids suck.
That's funny, man. That's what's up.
Yes, several groups of kids can suck sometimes, but you can manage.
Especially during camping. God damn it. I cannot imagine. I can't imagine it.
They don't care. They don't have any. I'm just some dude, you know. I'm not like a teacher, you know. I'm not an authority figure. I'm like a babysitter, just that getting, you know, on an actual, you know, salary. So.
That's
what do you do? Are they out in the woods or what? How's that?
It's a day camp. It's like the YMCA camp. So like we're outside. We go on the playground. We swim. We have like gym activities. You know, we play kickball. It's you know all kinds of
right.
You know, campy stuff. It's like if recess was all day, pretty much. Yeah. So it can be fun, but you know, also dealing with 20 snotty kids at a time is kind of.
Yeah, man, that's whack. What age ranges?
It varies. I do like 2nd to 3rd graders.
Oh,
yeah, that's me.
Worst behavior.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm like just in the middle of like horrible and like mature, you know, because the 4-year-olds. I've been in the group for like a couple days once. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It was terrible. They peed on themselves. It's not fun at all.
Can't deal with kids. Can't deal with undisciplined kids, man.
Do you have kids, Jared?
No, not yet. Thank God. But hopefully that's the goal. Eventually, hopefully I'll get married to the girl that I'm with now. You know, I don't have any plans not to, but
not to.
That's cute. I kind of want to be. I want to be married first. If it doesn't happen, whatever. But I'd like to be. So hopefully, before the end of my 20s, I'll have my first kid at least.
Wow, ambitious. Go on, bust it out, man. Go on, bust it out. It's all good, man. I'll be 35 next month, and I have a 4-month-old.
Yeah, I saw from last week's show. I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, she did make a debut. Yep. That's what's up. You're right. I forgot about that.
For sure, definitely cute.
Thanks.
So Rock's pretty much a hip hop head. I'm pretty much like hardcore comedy nerd. Is there anything outside of wrestling that gets your motor running?
Oh, that's a great question. See, it can be a couple things because music I really like, especially hip hop music, modern hip hop music. I don't have anything against obviously old school. Honestly, old school, I will admit, is so much better than what we have now. So much better. I'll admit that. You know,
all right, we got it on wax.
Yeah, but I'm not definitely. Music is definitely an escapism, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun listening to music. The movies as well. I'm a big movie goer. I have Regal Unlimited passes. I pay $50 a month. Me and my girlfriend, we can go see any movie anytime we want, except now because New York movie theaters haven't been open for 6 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did they open up just recently for Tenet?
Not in New York. No. Nope. So we're planning on going to Connecticut to go see the movie. It's like an hour and a half away.
Sounds fun though.
Yeah.
You gotta get creative during these times.
For sure. Yeah. Because you can't do nothing, especially in New York. New York's like still like locked like that,
Good.
Well, yeah, which is a good thing.
I mean? Which is good. It sucks, but
yeah, it sucks, but it's good.
Yeah.
Pushing through it.
Yeah.
But no, for sure, music, movies, playing video games on my own time as well. I really like doing that. A lot of new games have actually started to come out that have actually been pretty good. Like games like I wouldn't have expected to ever be, you know, popular. Like there's this game Fall Guys. I don't know if either of you have heard of it. It's like this obstacle course game as well. Among Us. I doubt any of you heard of that.
I heard of that today. I heard of that yesterday. Yeah,
it's a big game making the rounds. It's actually been out for a while, but it's making the rounds recently.
I just heard about that.
So besides WWE content, I like playing games on my own time, which is again another form of escapism because it's like you don't got to worry about nothing while you're doing this stuff. I'll worry about the stuff when it's time to worry about the stuff. But right now, I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm just going to escape into this other universe.
Yeah.
I dig it
for sure.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I don't know. I guess creativity was always kind of an escape for me. It's just like thinking. It's like my first creative endeavor was just writing,
Who's your favorite comedian?
Favorite comedian? See, I'd probably say Dave Chappelle. It's kind of an easy answer, though.
That's my. Yeah, I was about to say that's kind of I guess it's everybody. I didn't realize that's everyone's favorite comedian, but that was that's
But it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, homie has come in all sorts of directions and has covered a lot of ground and a lot of demographic in his career, and he's been at top of all the demographics since. So, yeah, man. I fucks with Chappelle.
Yeah,
I have a lot of respect for Kevin Hart though, just because of what he has created and what he's done. I'm not gonna say like he's the funniest dude I've heard of, but like for a person in a profession, fucking hats off to Kevin Hart.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think he definitely opened the door for a lot of not even comedians, but like actors too.
Yeah, entertainers.
A certain style of acting and certain comedy role to play.
True.
He's definitely kind of
yeah, it's a good point because you don't have to be a comedian now to be in a funny movie, right? Like The Rock is in funny movies, Mark Wahlberg's in funny movies. That motherfucker ain't funny. You know what I mean?
No.
What? So yeah, good point. It's true.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think with regard to comedy, I just like stuff that makes you laugh, makes you think. I mean, it's always like the truth coming through. It's what makes comedy in my book. So anybody who's a truth teller.
No, you got to respect those the most for sure.
It's funny because it's true, right?
Oh yeah, and it makes you think. Like when it hits you, and it's like the punchline. It doesn't just make you laugh, but it makes you kind of grab your chin, like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. The real comedy makes you think. So that's what Chappelle's really good at. Like he'll hit you with something, then you go, "Oh," like that's that kind of comedy. He's really good at that. I like that.
It's like a boomerang.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, alrighty. So I'm down to jump into a quick improv set here for I guess the last 10 minutes.
Oh boy! All right.
And it's so fancy, man. They got websites that give you improv suggestions. So I'll put one of those up.
So let's provide a baseline for Jared. So
okay.
D is gonna pull up a suggestion, right?
Sure.
So Jared, give me an example of an occupation. Just throw an occupation out there.
Receptionist.
So we're gonna take that suggestion and just kind of run with it. What in that world can you identify, right? So like you heard the word receptionist. Maybe you're pulling up to the receptionist. Maybe you are the receptionist. Maybe you have to take a call or ask the receptionist to fax something, right? Okay. So just kind of get an idea of where a receptionist would be, how would you interact, and then if you have a character or a protagonist view, like an angle, stick to that angle.
All right, sounds good.
And we'll guide you through it. It's really easy to be silly.
All right.
I get tripped up myself sometimes, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Bleep, bloop, blah, blink, bleep,
all right. Bleep, so our suggestion we have is tree planting.
Tree planting.
Tree planting.
Okay, guys. Earth Day 2020 was a bust, right? But this is the committee that gets things together for the next event. So I'm so gung ho about Earth Day 2021. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm very excited for it. I actually have some ideas, if you don't mind. I have
Yeah,
some ideas
yeah.
that I wrote down
Okay.
here.
All right.
So trees,
Yeah.
right? Everyone loves
Oh,
trees. I
love
like
it.
them. Sure. Some could
Oh,
say cliche.
Yeah, I
You
guess
know,
some people could say that.
everyone
sure.
plants trees. I think we should think outside of the box a little bit. We should
Whoa.
dive
Okay.
into a demographic that I think a lot of new faces will get invested in. Ready for this?
Interesting. I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm
I'm listening.
listening.
Ears are open.
Marijuana plants.
Oh,
That is the idea for Earth Day 2020. We gather everybody. Everybody comes. We give them a little
oh
bit,
my
a
God.
little bit of the good stuff. They put it in the ground. You know what I'm saying?
The good
After
stuff.
a while, everyone's happy. Everyone's chilled out. Everyone's happy. Earth Day. We've saved the planet. Everyone's calm. You know
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
wrong?
Wow.
Yeah.
That
You
Yeah.
guys seem a little hesitant about that. What's
Yeah.
sounds.
Sure. Good
I mean,
idea
sounds good on
sure.
paper.
Good.
Sounds good on
Good.
paper.
Good suggestion.
okay? So we're doing it then. That's the idea.
No, we're not. But
Oh.
we're in the process of taking suggestions,
Oh.
and we'll think about this.
Okay. No. Sure.
Doesn't.
No, that's fine. Okay. Well.
Good.
That was the only idea that I had.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't want to shoot you down.
Sure.
Where do you see this going?
Right. No. So
With the atmosphere that we live in currently, I am very concerned about legal matters.
to be honest, I hadn't thought that one through. But that wasn't the only idea that I had. I have more ideas written
Sure.
down here.
Okay.
Right.
Let me give you.
Okay.
Let me run this one by you. Okay. Ready? So
Okay. Listening.
so a lot of the trees that we have now, especially in the forest,
Mhm.
they're aging. Some of these are hundreds of years old for sure.
That's true.
Old.
I'm pretty
They're
old.
getting
I
old.
think
I'm
it's
pretty
time
old.
for a refresh period.
Okay.
So what I suggest is that we burn the forest first.
Oh God.
Okay? We
Oh,
set it on
wow.
fire, and then when everything's done, then we replant. There'll be more of an incentive to to grow more plants, to grow more trees. Everyone needs oxygen, so why not take that away as an incentive to actually save the planet? I think that'll get everybody involved. I think we'll get the most people involved more than any year. So what do you guys think about that one? Huh? Good idea. That one's a good idea.
I think there's a lot of fire,
There you go.
passion
You see? There you go.
in your proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Boldness. There's an idea.
Okay. So that's
Uh-huh.
that's the one.
Good. Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't think we're gonna do that.
yeah, we can't. I mean,
No,
come on, man. It's fire. I mean, come on. You can't control fire.
The idea is fire, right?
Fire.
No, yeah, that idea is fire. I know you liked it. I knew you liked it. I know it.
It's not fire meaning a good idea. It means, let's repurpose that energy into a better idea.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to have the authorities called on us. I mean, that idea will get the authorities called on us.
I mean, we can always just say it was like a gender reveal party or something,
Oh.
I just think.
I think that excuse was already
that.
taken a month ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
By our competitors.
Well,
the global warming people.
Okay. Well, okay. I have one more idea.
Okay.
All right,
I have one more idea.
Third's a charm. Yeah.
This is the one I'm the most serious about.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I know maybe the other ones seem silly.
No, it's not silly. No.
Let's
hear it.
Here's the idea. For Earth Day 2020, we do nothing.
Oh.
Hear me out. Hold on. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Is global warming real?
Yeah.
I think maybe
It is.
we're taking it a little too seriously.
Not really, but
You know?
okay. All right.
So I think that if we just do
Do
nothing,
nothing. All right.
nothing will change, and
Huh.
we save money for one.
Sure. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
no one will really notice if we do something in the first place, and then we have more time to brainstorm for the next year. So I think either of those three, I think after some time you guys will consider at least one of them for sure.
Okay. Good. Thanks. Uh-huh. You know what? I think we're just gonna do what we usually do, is just plant trees. It's what we do.
Oh man,
Honor.
this was another worthless meeting. Nothing changed
Yeah.
again. And you called me in here for the meeting when you're supposed to come into the office today. You know, there's a pandemic going on.
You're not on mute, D. I don't know if you were. We heard all of that ranting.
Yeah, I didn't know that you guys felt that way about my ideas.
We don't put people down like that, D. We're gonna have to ask you to talk to HR. Jaren, I'm sorry. Great contributions today.
Oh,
We
thank you.
just don't give a fuck, We're not gonna do nothing. D's kind of right. I mean, this was a waste of time. But
thank you.
Okay. No, I mean,
yeah,
that's fine. Maybe if you guys just sit on it, maybe I don't know. You guys.
I'll think about the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
I like the first idea the most out of the 3 ideas you had, to be quite honest. And it's more suggestions than D has ever come up with in his career here at Earth Center,
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's probably just being a little bitter, You're the new guy with all the cool, good new ideas. And sorry, D, you're just kind of getting wore out.
Cut to later that night where D is at the bar drinking his troubles away after his hard day at work.
So me and Jaren, we kind of hit it off, didn't we, Jaren?
Yeah, honestly, I really think everything went pretty well today, for sure.
Yeah, he showed me his plants he was growing in the backyard, and I, for one, am convinced that this kid's onto something.
Yeah, I think we have a good connection. I think we're onto something.
But guys, I was complaining about my sorrows at my day at work. Weren't you listening to my story?
No. But we can now.
It was awful, guys. They just crapped all over me, man. I mean, I was trying to come up with ideas. I tried my best, I tell you. But I couldn't come up with nothing.
Oh. So you didn't come up with anything.
I mean, I couldn't. I was on the spot. Guys, I was on the spot.
Did you know the meeting was going to happen?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, who prepares for meetings? I mean, am I right?
Oh, well, let me ask you this. Was there an agenda to the email that was sent out with the invitation?
Maybe. Yeah, it was. All right. You got me. I was unprepared. Thought y'all supposed to be my friends, though.
No, we're friends. Y'all
supposed to support my narrative.
I was gonna pass you this joint instead.
Jeez, I guess I'll hit it. But I'm real messed up. Oh, well, are you going to give it? Are you going to hand it to me?
Nice. You showed him. That's nice. Yeah. You got him good. Nice.
It's not funny. All right. I got feelings over here. I'm trying to tell y'all about them. Y'all would care if y'all were real friends.
That's not fair, man. We're not real friends. We're just work associates that hang out because we don't have any real friends. You can't just put real friends' expectations on coworkers that turn people you hang out with. It's a lot of pressure for me.
Yeah.
I got a small social network, guys. What do you want from me? Somebody has to carry the burden of my emotions. I can't do it.
Yeah, you're silly.
Well, that's time. 10 minutes. Oh man, it's so cold. I was feeling the icy chill of that scene.
Oh man, that was cool, man. I wouldn't want to be my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh
Well,
man.
I'm not good at improv, really. I just did it on both of you guys.
Yeah.
Didn't mean
Improv.
to.
No.
Didn't mean
No.
to. But I will say, Jay Walker over here came through. You're a natural at improv.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I tried.
No, that was great, man. That's awesome. Right on the spot, you came up with 3 ideas for Earth Day. And seriously, they were good. They're good ideas, man.
They should actually be considered at some point, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Hey.
Hot
That's
trash.
applause from the crowd.
Oh, I just read hot trash. I didn't know that she was applauding or he was applauding.
Yeah,
No, it's Crystal actually. That's Crystal. Shout out
Oh,
to Crystal. Hey,
what it do, cuz?
she loves
But
us.
I thought the comment was hot trash, and I was like, ah, that sucks.
Oh no.
Turns out it's her handle. So I
It's
feel
very
better.
confusing. I could definitely see that. Yeah, that was fun. You know, just some little simple improv games. You know,
I enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
that is our time. Yeah, Jaren, we really, really, really appreciate you. You've been
Thank you guys so much.
You've been an awesome guest. You are a really cool kid, and I mean, kid is a hip hop term, not like a child. I don't mean to be
No,
demeaning,
sure.
but you're a cool cat. Not be meaning like you're an animal. I'm just saying like
Oh
it's
no.
a
Okay.
bigger term. But you're a cool homie. You know, I mean, not meaning you're from like South Central LA or anything. You're just like a good pal. Like you're
Right.
you're a good person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely appreciate having you, man. It was fun.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. We should do this again sometime for sure.
For sure. Well, alrighty. I'll go ahead and end this broadcast. See y'all again, hopefully next time. And we out.